Hey guys, and today I'm talking to you via Monkey. So, today I'm going to hit on a couple of different topics, so you take away from this whatever you want. First off, I'm going to talk about bringing back the pandemic. And of course, I said this back in April that there would be a wave 2, and I've pretty much about predicted it on cue. Because if you watch the way things are going, you absolutely have no doubt, no choice but to see it, no choice but to recognize it. And of course, the toilet paper retards are back on the horde. So if you need toilet paper, you might want to consider that now rather than later, because like I've been saying since April, the second wave is going to hit full stride by September. Now, something else I want to hit on is your mask. They don't even require you to wear a mask. They require you to wear a face covering. What the hell? What is this even really about? I mean, first off, let me just say this. I'm not covering my face. I am not now, nor have I ever been Muslim or anything of that nature or religious belief. So I will not be now or ever covering my face. I do not believe in that crap, and I will not support or condone that crap. Let me just tell you, if your face covering works for you and makes you feel secure, and it is keeping your germs to you and my germs away from you, then you should not have a problem with me not wearing a face covering. And again, we're not even saying face mask. We are saying face covering, because you're not even required to wear a mask, which means literally I could take a piece of 1-ply toilet paper, cover my face, and go into the store, and there I would have a covering. This crap makes absolutely no sense. You will require me to wear a face mask, but you will not require these young men to pull up their pants so I don't have to see their ass. Now, I will be honest with you, there are some faces that I have seen in Walmart and in other places where the people are just snaggle-toothed, raggle-toothed, and just ugly as all get up, only got a face that a mother would love. But I'll be honest with you, I would rather see those people's face than some of these people's ass. So that's just something to think about. I mean, seriously, if we are going to start demanding a dress code, let's start with you wearing your pants the way they're supposed to be worn. However, I would like to take a moment to thank you for wearing underwear to actually cover your ass, because if I had to see your bare ass, I'd probably walk up and smack it. So anyway, I just want to say that if you have chosen a face covering that you believe will keep you safe and germ-free, don't approach me in the store. Don't approach me on the sidewalk. Don't approach me anywhere. Because all you're doing is making a fool of yourself. Because, like I said, if your face covering is protecting you, then don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're good, as long as you're taken care of, then you have absolutely no right or business to worry about what I'm doing. I also want to hit on, and I hit on this last night for my Facebook friends, I want to hit on these vaccinations and vaccines and all this bullshit. Folks, I'm going to let you know, because I don't think you've ever thought about it. Vaccinations do not work. They do not work. If at any flippin' time we ever had a vaccine that actually worked, then why do we have to keep taking it? If any of this crap actually freaking worked, why is it we have to keep taking it? Why is it that you are required to get vaccines from birth to death? Every so many months during childhood, every so many years during adulthood. Why is that? Because your shit doesn't work. However, I will say this. If you are confident in your vaccines to the point where you do follow these bullshit guidelines and you go stick out your arm and let them jab you with a needle every so many years, every so many months, you ram this crap into your kids and yourself, I will say congratulations to you. And hey, your faith should be in your needle, right? So if your shit's working for you, then don't worry about whether I've had that shit rammed in me or not. And then, I hear people go, well, you should be vaccinated because of these poor, precious children who can't they can't go get the vaccine, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm sorry, they're not old enough for you to impose your will upon them just yet. But let me tell you this. Over the last few months, I've heard of more people dying. More children dying under the age of 10 from gunshot wounds than lack of being exposed to people who are or are not vaccinated. So maybe you should vaccinate your children against guns and gunshots. Maybe you should worry more about that. Maybe you should worry more about keeping an eye on your young kids and keeping them closer to home than you should worry about whether or not I'm vaccinated or not. And let me tell you something. You will never know. You will never know who's been vaccinated and who hasn't, because there's just no way in hell to ever get a full and accurate count of who is, who isn't, who did, who didn't, who will, who won't. You'll never know. You'll never freaking know. They're even telling you right now that all these numbers of coronavirus, deaths and cases and blah and blah, they don't know. They've got this shit so crossed up they have not a flipping clue. But this is what you are relying on and living your day-to-day life by. And I think that's great. I think that's awesome. I think it works for you because in some weird way, it gives you some sense of sanity in the midst of the insane bullshit. And that's great. That is absolutely great. I'm glad that works for you. Kudos to you, and continue doing that. However, if you try to pawn off and push off your rhetoric onto me, that will not work out for you. It will not turn out so great for you. So keep that in mind, because you will not like the outcome of you trying to force your BS on me. And no, that's not a threat. It's just the absolute truth. Because here's the end result is you will have wasted your breath and your time confronting me, because you're not going to change my mind any more than I'm going to change yours. So don't waste your time of day or the few minutes in life that you can't get back trying to tell me your point of view, because the honest truth is I couldn't care less about your point of view any more than you could care less about mine. So with that being said, I am going to move right along to what happened. Guys, where did the facto fuckers go? Where did flacto fluck? I don't even know. The all dressed in black black community that was toting, gun wielding, whatever, that was demanded Texas. Where did they go? Oh my gosh. Did they finally like grow some common sense and realize that, oops, we don't want Texas because coronavirus has been proven to not only be more hazardous for the black community, but Texas is a hot spot. Did somebody inform them of that and they just kind of disappeared? Because I haven't heard any more about this group. They just kind of melted away. So if there is some activity going on, somebody let me know, because apparently it's not that grandiose, because I haven't heard any more on Facebook. I haven't heard any more on Instagram. I haven't heard any more on the news about these facto tards, and they're demanding to be given Texas on a silver platter. I haven't even heard of them popping up anywhere. The riots and the looting are dying down because, they just, this is what it is every year. This is what it is every election year. So every year that we have an election, it's always some race baiting bullshit. And oh my gosh, we are going to, we're not going to, but they're trying to change the national anthem. That is flip hilarious. It's not going to happen, but kudos to all you idiots who are trying to get that done, because I applaud your efforts in, liking the song Lean On Me. I like that song too, but guess what? I'm not so weak as to need that as a national anthem, because I just don't, every day of my life, require someone to lean on. Most of the time, I like to be the one that others lean on, and even then, they don't always need to lean. And if you try to induct that crap into our national history and claim that as our national anthem, basically you're saying we're a country of people that need someone to lean on, and we just don't. We just don't. We are capable of making, manufacturing, growing, harvesting. We are capable of standing independent. We are capable of standing alone. We do not need China. We do not need these other places to come in and do anything. We have the ability to make our own shit. We just do. We totally do. We have the ability, we have the technology, we have the skill, we have the education to stand alone and make and produce everything we could ever possibly need without importing anything from another country ever again in life. So we do not need some stupid ass song that comes across to other people or to ourselves as lean on me. No, we don't. Because we just don't. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up with, guys, keep your children very close. Keep your young children very close, especially in the black community, because for whatever reason, it seems every day, and even more so on weekends, we are losing 2 to 3 children a day under the age of 7. Yesterday in St. Louis, we lost a 6-year-old who supposedly shot themselves in the stomach. Before that, we lost a 1-year-old to a hit and run. Before that, it was a 3-year-old. Before that, it was a 12-year-old. It's like, come on, guys, come on. Keep your children inside if that's what you have to do. Keep your children, move. If you have to go be safe and homeless in another state, go be safe and homeless in another state rather than sitting around waiting for your child to be shot in the state you're living in. Yeah, seriously, I would. People go, oh, you would? Yes, I would. Yes, I completely flipping would. If I had to go live under a bridge with my young children, in order to keep them from being shot by a stray random bullet coming through my flimsy ass house, or if I had to keep my children inside rather than letting them go play in the backyard, then I completely and totally, that's what I would do. Because I'm not willing to risk my children's life. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up with use your own brain and do your own thing. America, the home of the free, the land of the brave. Trump, 2020.